Okay, I am live. Wow. The first time didn't want me to hurry up and finish. What time is it? 2:53. Okay. Well, that's good because it's like a countdown. It's the final countdown. Because now I have like a time limit, like for real, before I gotta get up and start, cooking and my son's about to be home from school and all that kind of good stuff. So, excuse me. So basically, see, can I talk fast and keep it to the point? Um, a couple of minutes ago or so, I was doing some videos, well, recording videos to post. And so my storage was running low. So I had to do like, and this is a continuation of Mitra, Mitra, the continuation of that, well, of the goddess. And so anyways, my storage was low, so the video cut off. And in one incident, my daughter came in, she wanted to paint. So I had to get up and get all her paint stuff together, which took about, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes. So I was like, you know what? Let me just do a whole nother video, cut that 3 to 5 minutes out because whatever. So, anyways, I started back another video, was talking for about 5 minutes, and then the video just cut off, said my storage space is yada yada. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just go live because that way it won't have to upload anything. Excuse me. Excuse me. So basically, and I was so this live will most likely be up before the two videos I posted, and I believe it's like part 3 and part 4. This might be part 5. Excuse me. Mm, goodness. And it's what 2:55 on the clock on a Tuesday. The club going up on a Tuesday. I was born on a Tuesday, actually, August 3rd, 1982. But anyways, I was telling a story about, oh goodness, now my ears feel like it's getting a little stiffy. But, mm, okay, I had the yarn. All right, they're good. But, what I was talking about, well, I was telling a story about helping other people, like I remember going like from place to place, like say being a student aide, okay, a student aide or a teacher's aide or whatever the title of it is, the person who helps out the teacher. So I remember, I don't know, past life or before I came here, before we came here to Earth, I remember just being, just say the teacher's aide, okay? No, teacher's aide, student's aide, whatever. An aide, AID is in my name. That's when you assist, with like no problems. Like that's your job, that's your duty, that's, what you're supposed to do willfully, happily, cheering, gratefully, to assist, to aid people, who's in need. And that's what I do. Like, hey, you in need of something, help with something, you need aid, AID. Okay, I'm here for you. What food, assistance, what shelter, whatever, what is it? So, and like I said, that's in my name. So when I remember like going to the like say it's 1,000 people in a room. I'ma just limit it down to 1,000. No, that might even be too much for y'all to even fathom. Just say 100 people in a room, okay? 100 people in this room, and everybody got paperwork in front of them. They got to take a test or something, whatever, whatever. And so, the teacher, or not even really taking a test. It's like doing study work, like it's like practice work, kind of a sort of, like so you can talk to each other, but it's like everybody got their own separate tests. Everybody not being tested the same way on the test, but everybody is being tested. So, but it's like a practice thing. You just reading through it and, like taking notes and, whatever, figuring things out for yourself. So, anyways, when people or whoever had like issues or just a question with it, if the teacher, the main teacher was busy, people would call on my name, Demitra. Demitra, can you help me? Demitra, can you help me with this problem? What does this mean? Demitra, what's the definition of this? Demitra, why is it, like this? Or which way should I go? Or, oh, Demitra, can you do this for me? Demitra, can you make me this? It was just like I was there to assist, with people with different things. If it was a question, if it was an answer, if it was a confirmation, if it was something physical. Oh, can you do this for me? Can you make me this? Can you bring me that? Like something. It was like people was asking me questions, and when I say I remember just going to zoom, 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 like being at different spots at the same time, like and with people, and they asking me different things because everybody got on a different problem, a different answer, a different test, a different question. But like I said, they're being tested on the same thing, but on a in a different way. So but I'm like the teacher's aide, so like I knew like the answers and I just knew like, okay, so that's what people would come and ask me like, hey, 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 well, whatever. So I would tell them or I would guide them, like guide whoever was, asking me the question, like I would guide them to the answer or give them hints and clues. Like I wouldn't never tell them the answer. Like I wouldn't say, no, this answer is wrong. It's actually B, or no, this answer is wrong, or no, that's not the right word. Like I never told people the answer. Like I always guided people to get the right answer or give them hints and be like, like talk it out with them. Of course, this is like telepathically talking to them and like telepathically like saying my name, So it was just like guiding people to the right answer or just like saying, yeah, you're doing a good job. Like, somebody was like, can you just double check this? Because I think it's right and I'm not coming up with no problems. Can you just look over this? And I'm like, mm-hmm, good, like, yeah, you on the right path. So, anyways, I remember this main thing. This was like the final one, but everybody was standing in line. So I remember if y'all remember this or had a vision or actually remember this happening, okay? If y'all have a memory or a vision of it, this is confirmation that it actually happened, okay? About what I'm about to say. So I remember this a big door. Inside this big door was like this big chair and a person was sitting on the chair and it was like a room where you go in to take a test. Like everybody knew like once you go inside this door, you taking your test, this is like the final test and it was like one at a time. So I remember like seeing people standing up, like lining up against the wall. So it wasn't like chaotic. It wasn't like a big group of people all at once. It was like leading up to go to the room, the door. Everybody was like lined up on the wall one by one. So, the outline of the wall, if the wall had like a corner, people was like up in the corner. So it wasn't like that empty space with the corner. It was like no shoulder to the wall, that kind of thing. So I remember, y'all was in the line, not me or the students or whoever was in line, like up against the wall in line, like silently being patient, like just but then you can feel it was so funny. Oh my goodness, because I remember like feeling y'all like being so anxious and nervous and everything. And like, oh my goodness, blah, blah, blah. And then I remember like walking, like starting from the front of the line and like walking down and then just asking, like, do y'all have any questions? Do y'all need me, do y'all need to remember something? Like y'all want to ask me something? What is it? I'm here, because I'm like, everybody knew once they go inside that room, that's that final test, the final exam, that's the exam. So everybody, some people was like, Demetra, how about this? Demetra, what? And I'm just like, oh, you got that, what's such and such? And then it's like, oh yeah, like you guide them to the answer. It's like, oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, I got this. And I'm like, yeah, y'all got it. Anybody else want to ask me something? So nobody, was really like answering me like questions, like one or two people would be like, Demetra, I got a question, I got a question. Just a few people. So it wasn't like, oh, how about this? How about this? So the thing is, a lot of people was confident, like they like, hey, I'm past this exam, I got this. I don't need to ask Demetra no question. Everything is good. Once I go inside this room, and take the exam, I'm good, I'm confident, So I remember just saying, don't forget to say your name. Like, don't forget to say your name, but don't forget to write your name on the paper. Like, make sure you write your name on the paper. Something about writing your name or saying your name. Like, I was going down, don't forget to write your name on the paper. Don't forget to say your name. Like, telling people, don't forget to say your name. Don't forget to write your name. Something along them lines. Like, so saying that 100 times, like going down, like, don't forget, write your name on the paper. Don't forget to, say your name correctly, write your name correctly. Like I remember saying all of that. That was like my main thing, you know, at that particular time, But of course, like again, if anybody had any questions, Demitra, one question, can what's the answer to this? Or what should I do with this? And but most of the time at this stage, standing outside that door, like everybody knew all the answers. Like y'all ain't even had to ask me anything because y'all just knew it. It was more so of a confirmation, like, you know. So my thing was just to be like, don't forget to say your name, don't forget to write your name on the paper, whatever. So finally, um, yeah, that's what I remember. And then come to find out, I do believe that some of y'all like took the exam. However, when you walked inside that room, that door closed. So it's only one person at a time. And I wasn't the door person. It was somebody else was a door person. So when I guess a green light would come on or just something and to know that um let the other person come in the room, the next person come in the room. So whatever happened in that room between you and you know the teacher or the principal, whatever test you had to do, the exam, I don't know. That's for y'all to remember. Well, all I know is I was that like final person to be like, hey, you got this, motivating you, like you're doing good, you got it. And don't forget to write your name or say your name. But so that's what I remember. That's it for that. But what I feel as though is that some of y'all probably forgot to write your names, or some of y'all probably forgot your names. Why do I feel like, how you in school, in elementary school, you so excited about like answering the questions, or you don't even want to answer the question, the paper, the handout that the teacher, turn into you. You probably excited, or you probably not excited, the handout that you gotta do. So I see like everybody doing it and stuff like that. And then teacher like, all right, pass all the papers up to the front. That's enough. Pass your papers up to the front, pencils down. So people passing the papers up to the front and, whatever, whatever. And then so we gotta um, say it's roll so the teacher can come pass and collect all the paperwork and this and that or whatever. Now, sometimes if the teacher don't feel like grading them by herself, she would let the and mix them up and then like pass the papers around to the students so everybody get different papers to correct and grade if she don't want to do it. But I remember seeing times when my classmates or probably if some of y'all forgot to write y'all name on the paper. So when the answers is being called and when people get their paper that they have to correct, they're like, this paper don't got no name on it. This paper don't got no name. So like three people talking about the paper don't got no name and the paper. So it's just like, okay, well, since it's like 20 people in this classroom and four people didn't write their name on their paper, and then everybody thinking like, I think I wrote my name on the paper. So now you asking people like, do you got me? And then people be like, I got your paper. So it was like, well, who got my paper? And so a teacher like, okay, whatever. We just gonna grade it. Whoever papers that don't have no name on it, I'll just put them to the side and, whatever. So that's why I feel like that had happened. Like me probably reminding some of y'all, like, don't forget to write your name on the paper. Or don't forget to say your name correctly or something. It was just like some of y'all probably forgot to do it. And then y'all probably didn't even get credit for it. Or y'all got mixed up with somebody else, or somebody probably purposely didn't write their name on the paper and to get a good grade, like be like, well, I'm gonna do this, but if I know somebody else don't write their name on their paper and it's either A or B or C, like you just circling something, it's like a multiple choice. You don't really have to write anything down too much, maybe. So it was like, hey, I'm a purposely not write my name on the paper, but I'm gonna try to do a good job. But if somebody else don't write the name on their paper, if they got it 100%, and then the other paper got 90%, I'm gonna be like, shoot, I'm the 100%, like something. But if it's two papers, then something gotta give. Somebody gotta know what answers. But anyway, so okay, it's 3:08. Now my nose is about. Excuse me. Um, but what I was really want to talk about real quick, so I won't be. Look, and my phone don't want to work. Why does it says pocket mode on when it's not in my pocket? Yeah, man, something going on. And real quick, I'ma just mention this: Beowulf, mm, WULF, the movie Beowulf, Beowulf. Now that's a pretty good movie. That's a pretty good movie, Beowulf. And then like that came up to me a couple of minutes ago, or whatever. If you haven't seen the movie, it's I don't know what year it came out. Angelina Jolie is in it. She's like an animated. It came out in 2007. And it came out in 2007. And basically, yeah, Anthony Hopkins is in there. Angelina Jolie, a vicious demon, the mother. Um, but yeah, it's called Beowulf, and it came out in 2007. So what I like about the movie is, and I'm kind of figuring out like this kind of what I'm going through, like the hidden the clues and things is coming back to people. Like in the movie Beowulf, real quick, from what I remember, and whatever, like the kings, like Angelina Jolie was like this beautiful, evil serpent witch or something, that had her son, that was like a witch or a dragon or something like how she was. No, he was like a big baby monster. I don't know what he was. But anyway, somebody had ended up killing him, one of the kings. So the kings pled for his life, but there's something like she seduced them. And mind you, she's like a very powerful empress. So they went into her home. Like she ain't come out and going out to the villages and stuff like that. And this was taking place like in the medieval ages, with swords and stuff like that or whatever, and metal and whatever, like after the 300. So it wasn't doing like the 300 empire, like not that movie. It was like after that, like during, I guess, the Roman era, when people actually had like clothes on. Well, these people got clothes on. Yeah, they had like pants and stuff. But anyways, basically what I'm getting at to the point is the she took, like, she gave the king like everlasting life. She was just like, "You gonna be the most powerful king and yada yada yada, whatever, whatever, whatever. If you bear me a child, no, if you have sex with me, something like you just gotta be intimate with me." Because I think yeah, he had killed her son. So she was like, "Yeah, you gotta give me a child," or not even say something about a child. She was just like, "Just be with me, whatever, have sex with me." And you'll be the most powerful king and this whole area, whatever. So, of course, the king slept with Angelina Jolie, which was like this, beautiful, even like she was like beautiful, seductive, creature, quote unquote. So, and he sure enough, he left, he went back home, yada, yada, yada. And of course, he had a wife, and like, the wife is intuitive. So she knew like something was going on. Like he probably slept with her, I don't know, because she heard rumors. But anyways, so the king, he was like a righteous king. Like he won so many battles and so many of this, like undefeated. Him and his army, excuse me, him and his army, cool. So, and she did say, like, leave your crown. Like, you have to leave something with me. that is yours. And then when I give it back to you, you know that it's time for you to pay your debt or something along them lines. Like she's like, hey, you killed my son, sleep with me, but leave your crown here and you have to do something for me, like something along them lines. So she basically was like, when you receive this crown back, like your possession, when you receive this thing back that is yours, excuse me, a horn, a watch, a diamond ring, a crown, a shoe, like whatever. Like when you receive this back, that means it's time for me and you to have a conversation. You know what I mean? So, and so years some pass, like years pass, this and that. I gotta get ready to go. My son about to come home, and it's raining outside. Um, so basically, years pass, and then sure enough, she sent a message to the king. So the king done forgot about it, but not really forgot about it. He's trying to push it back in his mind, but because he haven't heard nothing in like years, like 50, 40, 50 years. So he like, oh shoot, forget that lady, forget that witch lady. But sure enough, she sent them. She sent them to him back. I think it was a crown. I think it was his crown. So everybody was like, what the heck? What that? It's like something had happened. And then come to find out, like the message was like, yeah, you a dad, you got a son, you got a child. Something. But anyways, that movie came to my mind. But I'm gonna end it here, this live here. It's a good movie to watch, interesting movie. All right.